You know, I just love pairing aphrodisiacs with gummies. I'm one of those people where I love edibles. Like, I don't know all the terms and all of the ingredients that go in things, but when I find something that I like as far as gummies, like, I stick to them. Like, we've been talking about it every week. My favorite Via Hemp brand is the Elevate. It literally gives me the energy that I need to get through a day. Directly after that is the High on Love. Like, I keep them literally right in my bed drawer, right by the side of the bed, so I can just pop one before a date. And like, it doesn't even have to be like you're gonna be having sex, so like pop it. It makes me feel romantical, if that's even a word.
I don't think it is, but I know exactly what you mean. It's like another thing about these gummies and just aphrodisiacs in general is that you want to get those herbs in your body so that you get used to them being in your body. So the more you take the High on Love, the better it'll be. Now, I'm not saying take it every day unless you want to, but you know, take them on a regular basis, and it's just going to continue to make your sexual experiences better, and it's just going to make you feel sexy. You don't even actually have to have sex, but I like the sexy feeling it gives, and my favorite is the flow state. I think that it just gives me a calm, and I didn't know that there were CBD products like that there were THC products like that. I always thought it would make me just sleepy or just have uncontrollable laughter. But a great thing about Via Hemp is that they are going to tell you exactly what's in the gummies and what you should expect to experience and like the potency and everything. So for somebody who's new to it or is just really into it, so you know your stuff and you know exactly what you like, make sure you check out viahemp.com. They have a plethora of products on their website. And if you use our code CockTales, you'll get 15% off your purchase. Plus, you get a free sample, which is a great thing. So head on over to viahemp.com. Use code CockTales. You'll get 15% off, and you'll get a free sample. And now we can get started with the show.
Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Brown Sugar Babe. So the ingredients you need to make a brown sugar babe is 1 ounce of brown sugar simple syrup, and I'll tell you how to make that in a second. 2 ounces of bourbon, 2 ounces of ginger beer, sliced apples for garnish, a cinnamon stick for garnish, some brown sugar syrup. So what's gonna go in the brown sugar syrup is a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and a 1/2 cup of water. So here's how you make the brown sugar babe syrup. You're gonna whisk together the sugar and water in a saucepan. This is one of those intricate, detailed recipes, a cute one. So heat that up over medium heat, whisk until the sugar dissolves, bring the mixture to a simmer, then turn off the heat. Let cool to room temperature, store in a sealed container in the fridge for about a week or so. And then you're going to, if you want a cinnamon sugar rim, the person suggests rimming the glass with an orange wedge and then stir together coarse sugar and cinnamon, then dip the rim in. So fill a glass with crushed ice, add the brown sugar syrup, then the bourbon, stir it, and top it off with the ginger beer, the apple slices, and the cinnamon stick, and serve immediately. And that, my friends, is a brown sugar babe.
Yeah, we're not drinking that today, but I definitely want to make this sometime soon.
Yes, I definitely want to. That sounds like one of those, like you're having a little get together and you had time to prepare it and you get to have I love a cute cocktail, even if it tastes bad. But that one sounds like it would taste good.
Even like just a day, like a lazy day where you're going to be on the couch watching movies and you have your little cup and you drinking your bourbon. It's warm inside but cold outside. It's getting cooler.
And shout out to Brown Sugar Babe. They were one of our tour sponsors, our last call sponsors. Yeah, I can't wait to try some of those products.
Me either. They make these different like oils that are perfumed. And so if you're looking for some new scents, you may want to check them out. Well, welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
So, first of all, I cannot wait to see everybody tomorrow night at the live show. We are kicking it off in New York. If you haven't bought your tickets, I don't know what you were waiting on. At the door, the prices go up. So get your tickets right now while you're listening, do not wait and just try and walk up because they're going to charge you extra money, and it's not on us, it's the venue. So
right, unless you just you just wanted to pay more, we won't be mad at you. I really hope that the New York live show is as great of a show as it was last year.
Last year was a lot of fun, so we added some different things to it. It's not the same show. If you thought that you were going to see the same show that you saw last year, you won't. We've got some new stuff. We have some performers. We've got the Sweet Spot. They will be there. They have multiple performances throughout the show. We've switched things up a bit. I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's going to be a really, really good time.
And I just wanted to take a moment to shout us out, honestly, because I feel like we have been so involved and focused on putting the show together that we didn't really give a toast to ourselves. We're performing at Sony Hall. That's a big deal. That is a goal that I didn't even really know that I ever had.
I had it. I've been telling y'all ever since we booked it, announced it. That was a goal for a New York venue for me, and I'm glad that we're here.
I'm so glad that we're here. So cheers to Kiki and Medinah. We will be at Sony Hall no matter how this show plays out.
It's gonna play out good. I don't know why you're saying that. Like, are you nervous?
New York just always makes me nervous.
Okay.
Always. Like, I'm just like, I want to make sure that, like, because it's like how you said, and I've even had people DM us, like, is the show going to be different? I'm always super hypersensitive in making sure that people are having a good time and that you do get your money's worth and you do feel like the shows are different in each, whichever tours you've supported us on. And in my opinion, every show has been different.
Yeah.
Fun, engaging. I'm excited.
It's exciting to try new things. One thing I like about New York is the audience and how it's such an eclectic mix of people because it's New York. There's people, all sorts of people come out. I know I had fun. I was out last year after the live show. I was out till the sun came up the next day, okay? And that was on a Wednesday night, and we had fun. I was walking down the street holding hands with some girl with green hair. I hope you're coming.
Oh, that was after the after party.
Yeah, which was after the show. Yeah, it was all one night. We had a good time. I mean, some of my friends were calling me. They had made cocktails. I mean, it was a time. And another friend that I invited out, I think she's going to come, not sure, but I told her to come and bring her husband. She thought that the show was just for women. So maybe you're new here, maybe you've never been to a show, but if you thought that the show was just for women, it's not. It's for literally everybody. Everybody, and you will all have a really good time. We have male performers, we have female performers, we have us performing. Yeah, I'm just nervous about my hair because I don't know what I'm about to do. These braids have got to go. I know I don't need any suggestions.
This one of the wigs right here that I was talking about, and everybody, when I tell you,
I was mad that people were asking me, and I'm like, y'all know which wigs it was because y'all was DMing me before she even said that he didn't like the wig.
But here's my thing. Somebody has put a message on a comment under the YouTube video, and this was something where I think it's really important that whenever I shared things that are serious about me or my relationship, time has passed. Things have already been worked on. I hate a think piece from a stranger unless it makes sense. And so it's like people were like, it was just one person. I'm not gonna say people were like one person because most of it was funny.
See how people be exaggerating?
But I caught it. One person was like, you know what, Medinah, I really look at you differently now because you shouldn't be changing up because of what a man thinks.
First of all, you didn't change because she still got the damn wigs and she told y'all it was still under the sink.
I told you I'm still gonna wear it. And I also recognize what looks bad about the wigs. Listen, those on any wig, I don't like them little fake scalps. Even some of y'all's wigs. So the people that was coming with the jokes, listen, the wigs are still gonna be worn. Y'all can make fun and make the jokes, but as long as that scalp ain't showing, a bitch is bad. Think I'm about to throw. You thought I was gonna throw my little wavy girl away? No, I'm gonna stick beside him.
Okay.
And that is that on that.
Speaking of wigs, I was on Amazon earlier trying to find one because I wanted to order. Well, I'm still gonna do it in between episodes recording today. I need to order a wig real quick that'll get to Houston like tomorrow or Thursday because for the Beyonce concert. So when y'all hear this, Beyonce was the weekend before, so we'll see what ended up happening, right? You'll already know. But I want to do a blonde wig to really complete my outfit. I got my outfit made by this chick in Toronto. And I found her on TikTok because she had gone to the Beyonce concert before. And I don't know if she went by herself or not. Her name was Chantal, super sweet girl. She was like, oh, I can make this for you. And so I was like, really?
Are you nervous?
I've seen it.
Okay.
It looks great. And she made her own. And so she went and she got her seats upgraded when she went. And
because of her outfit?
Yes. And that's been happening to a lot of people. Like when they are dressed so good, somebody from the venue or the crew or whatever, they will let you know that you can get upgraded and go down to Club Renaissance. Because I did not buy Club Renaissance tickets. I'm in the 100 level. And which... still great seats, but I felt like because I'm short, I wasn't gonna be able to see if I was down there amongst the people standing up, right, with the floor seats. I wish I would have got that because it looks like so much fun.
So they're the floor seats where you can still sit down, or you're only standing the whole time?
I don't have either. Club Renaissance is standing room only, but then there's still floor seats. I didn't get either one of those because I was like, I'm short. I want to see the queen. I don't want to see y'all. But now that I see how it is, and I thought it would be too packed, it looks like so much fun. So whether I get upgraded or not, I'm really excited about the show. I can't wait to see everybody's looks. Every weekend, I'm like on Instagram. I just love seeing how enthusiastic everybody is about it. It reminds me of our Houston show when everybody was going all out for the show at Warehouse Lives with the pimps and hoes stuff.
Which
that was
makes
a good
me
time.
think, since we have a few shows in October, should we do costumes like Halloween?
Maybe for Chicago and St. Louis. Y'all let us know in the comments or hit us up on Instagram or something and let us know. Would y'all dress up? Because I don't want y'all half-stepping.
You know I love Halloween.
Well, not you, the listeners.
Oh, yeah, y'all, the people.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm excited about that. What's been going on with you, though?
I just came back from a really fun weekend.
What'd you do?
So first of all, the week was stressed, but the weekend was... It was just a really good time. So on Saturday, I hosted a Paradise and Vibe local pop-up event, which is something we're gonna start doing 4 times out of the year, 4 different local pop-ups so that people can get a little taste of what Paradise and Vibe is trying to do, and you can just see what the international trips would be like on a very small scale. So they had a high tea, hats and high tea party. So I never did high tea before. I always wanted to go do it when they were doing it at the Ritz, but it was like $300 a ticket.
Yeah, high tea is not for the brokies, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta shell out that cash. I went. It was really cute. The ladies
so
dressed
cute.
up. And I think it's always cool to be able to get around other women and dress up and have fun. Like nobody was being uptight or anything. It was a really cute event.
It was so cute. And it also if you live in Atlanta, it was storming last weekend. It was horrible. So I was like, dang, are people gonna come? People came. There was a guest speaker. She talked about being overworked and under-orgasmed, and a lot of people were actually taking notes. I know I already ordered the Dominia, whatever that stuff is. It's supposed to help you with lubrication and orgasming. I mean, my pussy's wet, but I still just want to try anything that's going to enhance, just like I use the High on Love. Anyways.
She was an herbalist, and it was really cool just to learn about the different herbs because I hear people talking about it, but I've never really done a lot of studying. There were a few things that I knew, but I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was too. When she was talking about when men ejaculate, they lose, I think she said 5 milligrams of zinc. I don't know why I need to know that, but it was really cool to hear.
I thought it was interesting, so I immediately text the dude I'm fucking, and I was like, did you know that every time you come, you lose 5 milligrams of zinc? And he was like, LOL, no. He was like, but I bet that's why there's so much zinc in men's vitamins, which I didn't know because I'm not buying those vitamins.
Right.
But yeah,
and
that makes sense. And I'm like, you come
zinc.
a lot. Yeah.
So we learned a lot. It was like, ladies, basically relax.
And if you be feeling tired, I think zinc is good for that too because I take zinc and vitamin D.
And then she talked about maca. It was a nice little classy but nasty event. So hosted that, went to the Good Moms book signing. That was fun. Kiki came also. It was at a little club. It's just always fun to support people that are in the same industry as you. And so shout out to Good Moms, Bad Choices and their book. It was a lot of fun. Got invited to the House of CB Atlanta store opening at Phipps.
I saw you a lot last week, huh?
Yeah,
we didn't even record. I was at all of these things.
We've been spending time. I love that.
That was a cute event, too.
It was so cute, y'all. So House of CB opened up an Atlanta store in Phipps, and when they invited us, not only do we get an invite, they sponsored the outfits. And if you are familiar with House of CB, it's not cheap. And so I was like, oh, bitch, are we going? Like, when? It was a really good little cocktail event. They didn't have all these things planned. There was a photo booth, there was a DJ, there was drinks, and everybody in their outfits. It was fun to meet people, hang out, and just have
some listeners there.
Yeah, it was really cool. My feet was hurting because there wasn't no place to sit, but it was cute.
I hate that we missed. They had like a little thing, and we didn't see it till we were leaving to get on the elevator, but they had like almost like a step and repeat, but they did it a little different. It was so cute, and I was like, damn, I should have went right there, because that's where the good lighting was for the pictures.
It was a
they should have had some signs, but it was good.
It was good, and it was a great marketing strategy because it was a lot of influencers there, and because everybody was clothed in House of CB.
Everybody's been posting.
They're still posting. It was. I had a nice little weekend. Me and Bae had a little date night. I'm trying to think, did I do anything else? This is what I wanted to tell you, because this is really weird. Let me pull it up. So there is this phone number that keeps texting me, Kiki. Tell me if you ever have had situations like this. It's a number that I have blocked. Well, the person, I've blocked them before because I don't know who it is. And I'm the type of person where, like, at our big age, when people keep texting and you don't know who they are, I don't need to know who you are. I don't know who you are. So therefore, I'm not going to respond. This girl, I think it's a girl, she keeps sending me these. I have no idea who this is.
Don't respond to that anymore.
I blocked it.
Okay, yeah, don't. When they text you from a different number, don't respond. So it's some kind of thing, it's a scam. And so when you respond to those messages, sometimes they're able to get into your stuff somehow. Or I don't know what the actual scam is, but they're trying to like get your phone number, spoof your number. They'll send pictures. But I'm sure that whatever the end goal is money. So they're gonna money or social media and try and hack into your stuff. But I read somewhere that you shouldn't text them back because I don't know why. Something technology. Maybe one of y'all in the comments can let us know. But you're not supposed to respond back to those. Sometimes they start tracking. So don't respond.
So just so y'all know, this is what I'm getting. It's from, if y'all can see it, it's from a girl. She's saying her name is Courtney, whoever the scammer is, and they're sending. If it is really Courtney, well, girl, you on the internet
I have that
now.
outfit. It's from Fashion Nova.
This gray one? It's cute. She's pretty. I don't know if she know these pictures is getting sent, but somebody keeps sending me these pictures of this girl, and this has been going on for months. I just keep blocking the number, and the scams are just really out of this
really
world.
Crafty with the scams. I've gotten some. They'll say, "Hey, girl, do you want me to pick up some wine on the way?"
Are you serious?
And I'm like, that's very specific, bitch, because ordinarily I'd be like, yes, I don't know who's coming, but yeah, bitch, bring some wine. You know the rules, but no.
Did you respond? Or
no, I didn't respond because I had seen that online that was a scam that people are running where you get a text message from a random number and they text you as if they already know. So I never responded. And it happened to Thomas, too.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the first person who told me about it. And then sometimes when you Google or do a reverse image search, you'll see all these other people saying the same thing.
That is why I was just like, bitch, stop texting me. I am not the one. I was about to have my nigga thinking I'm cheating on him with a bitch named Courtney. You sending naked pictures.
She was cute.
She's cute, but I'm like, I'm glad you told me that was good because I was going to us call it and be like, bitch, stop calling my motherfucking phone.
Don't call it.
Okay. Now they done got me and I'm mad. Anyways, what you been up to, girl?
Okay, so since the last time we recorded, I celebrated my birthday.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
You looking a little brown.
Thank you. I'm loving it. It is fading away fast from my face. And believe it or not, you guys, I put on a lot of bronzer and the darkest foundation that I've been holding on to for a time like this. And it's still giving light bulb head on top of a brownish body. But I'm just going to show y'all a little bit. Look at this.
Wow.
It's still here. And I've been back for almost a week. Yeah, like a week now.
Wow.
But I went to Curacao. Because who's not chocolate?
Wow.
I'm darker than you. But my skin is literally falling off on this couch. It's not even dandruff today. I mean, it's just like, I got sunburned so bad, and I was using sunscreen. But let me tell you, I was using the Black Girl sunscreen. This is not sponsored. I was using Black Girl sunscreen. When I ran out of Black Girl sunscreen, I used another sunscreen. I can't even tell you the name of it, but that's when things went south. And then on my face, I was using Supergoop because I really like this sunscreen that they have specifically for your face. I was gonna try the Black Girl sunscreen, but they were sold out when I was in the store. And of course I waited till last minute. Anyway, it mattifies your face and it just goes on so smooth. I love it. I ran out of that too. And
Because you was using so much?
Well, I've had it for a while. I didn't buy it specifically for the trip. And then the Black Girl sunscreen, it was in a little aerosol can, which I love. It's small enough to keep and just to carry on. I forgot I just went to Miami last month for Lex's birthday, and some girls didn't bring sunscreen, so I had set it out so that everybody could use it, so that we could protect our skin. Yes, and I forgot that I'd been sharing, so I obviously didn't have enough. Anyway.
I absolutely. I just want to say I love that the black girls, black people in general, are using sunscreen now. Remember we used to think that we're not supposed to use it? That's crazy.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of people have thought that. I have known since a little girl because I done got burnt up before, and that just wasn't.
Have you ever got sunburn on your lips?
No. Now, I didn't run out of my lip balm, and I was putting that on. I mean, I was just covered in sunscreen, okay? I was not playing around with it, because even if you don't actually get sunburn, there's other things that can happen, and it's some people think it's about like complexion and just getting darker or not. It's not even about that. It's literally protecting your skin. So if you're somebody who has not been wearing sunscreen, please, 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 you guys, start wearing sunscreen and protect your skin. You don't want to be looking like leather sofas.
Yeah, and when you get it on your lips, it is really not cute. When I was filming Temptation Island, not only does it hurt, it looks like you have a disease. It's not even just, there were so many times when like the camera people had to pull me aside and be like, we got to do something about this.
Maybe I was looking like a tomato one day, and I posted some pictures. I'm gonna pop them in the episode.
A tomato.
I was looking like a tomato. I was looking sad. My face was hurting. It was red. I called my mama and went off on her, and I was like, I just want to say that I feel like you should have done a better job choosing your baby daddy and pick somebody who was blacker, because there's no reason he was not black enough. There's no reason I should be looking like this. She was like, yeah, girl, you was looking Asian. I wasn't gonna say nothing. So then I hit up my Asian friend, and I was like, girl, look at me. And she was like, okay. She sent me Amazon links and everything. She was like, use this, use this. I mean, it was just bad. And those things helped. It was like some kind of silver something. I'll pop that in here too. Well, matter of fact, I'll leave an Amazon link for y'all, because it does feel good, and it's good for like cuts, scrapes, bruises, everything.
Yeah.
So your skin. Anyway, Curacao was an amazing time. So that's where I went. A lot of people didn't know what the fuck that was. So it's an island.
I'm people. Like, I heard about it, but I didn't really know. That's one of those places where it's like, wait, where is it?
Yeah, so it's an island in the Caribbean, and if you're a September, August, even October baby, I know I get nervous about traveling to the Caribbean during this time of year, because it's hurricane season. And so a lot of places are in the hurricane belt. But Curacao is south of that, so you should be safe from hurricanes. It's very, very close to Venezuela. It's part of the ABC Islands, so that's Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Curacao's the biggest, but it's not big. The people there were so nice. It was so beautiful.
I love when the people are nice. It looks
like, a lot of people thought I was in Turks just from pictures, but I'm like, what y'all know about Turks and Caicos besides Drake and celebrities and Aziza and Blue Water?
That's all I know about it.
Yeah, and so I'm like, there's other places. That place is cool, right? But there's other places that have that could have other things that may be interesting to you that aren't gonna be so like packed. Because that was another thing. I didn't want to go anywhere where it was gonna be too many people. I don't want it to be flooded with people if I want to be relaxing and just enjoying the sun and enjoying the vibes. But I went. I ate some good food. We went to this place called Fort Nassau, and it's an old fort that the military really used. And so they have like a sunset dinner, and so there's only 4 table seatings for it every day. And you can see 360-degree views of the whole island, and you watch the sunset. There's mountains there. It was just so beautiful.
But only 4 people can sit down and eat
in that area to where you can see everything. There's more to the restaurant, and they have different views, but some of it's like you'll only see half of the island, but this is like at the very, very top of the fort.
Were y'all able to sit there? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's where we went, and it was just so beautiful, and to watch it, and the food was good, the service was amazing. If you decide to go there. The first night we got there, I met some ladies. I'm sorry, guys, I don't remember y'all's name, but it was a married couple from Mississippi, and me and the guy I went with were sitting there talking and stuff, and he said that he saw the girls like looking the whole time because he's facing them. So towards the end of the dinner, she gets up and comes over. He was like, yeah, she was really like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And so she comes over to say hello and ask for a picture. And I was like, girl, it's okay. She was trying to wait until I finished eating. I was like, you could have done it when all the people was here, but it's all right. Anyway, it was really nice to meet those ladies. I did this thing
That
where
is crazy to meet listeners in Curacao.
I know, right? And
Right?
I was like, do y'all live here? She was like, no, Mississippi. And I was like, oh, okay. But then somebody left a comment on last week's episode and was like, this is my island. I do live here. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I would have ran into them too, but I was definitely in the airport and everywhere I went, publicizing the show, okay? But I also did this thing, it was called an aquafari tour. So this is another cool experience. I'm sure they have it other places, but the company's called Aquafari. And so we went to this beach. I think it was called Boca Beach or something like that. Anyway, you do a little training course. It's like 15 minutes. You don't have to know how to swim. You don't need any scuba diving experience, but you can go under the water.
You know how to swim though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're going to be on a thing. You're going to be on like a scooter. And the scooter has an oxygen tank on it. And so just imagine like old school scuba diving, kind of like an astronaut with like a big metal looking helmet.
I've seen him before. That's a meme. There's one girl is a meme. Remember when the ocean thing went, the what was it? The tube.
The submarine?
The submarine sunk and there was a meme and the girl was like, me finding my man.
Oh, I didn't see that one, but that's funny. But yeah, so you just jump in the water, you swim up underneath, and you can be in there and you can see all this stuff. Because I didn't realize how much training went into scuba diving. I knew it was a lot, but I was like, even for like a little bit of depth, but yeah. So that was really cool. We saw sea turtles. We saw these fish. They took pictures underwater. They were ugly, but maybe I'll pop them in here too if I remember. But the pictures were not giving. They took them on a GoPro, and I'm like, this must not have been the normal person who takes y'all social media pictures because the social media pictures look way better. But anyway, did that. Did a couple of other excursions, but overall it was really nice, and it was nice to really be able to go somewhere, have a good time, and really take a break and not have to do anything but enjoy myself. So it was really good. I hope that if you guys are considering a place, weather was excellent, pack extra sunscreen because you're going to need it.
What would you say
fun.
are 3 key essential travel items for you?
A phone charger, essential things. Too many outfits. I mean, that's more than one thing, but I like to have a lot of outfits for like pretty much any occasion. And I don't know, a mobile charger. I mean, stuff is dying, but like
a charger, and a charger.
yes, because I need my charger for the wall and I need my mobile charger for while we out. I just cannot be dead and disconnected from the world. I'm not one of those people. I'm not trying to do that.
I would say
I really pack a lot, so 3, girl. Because if I got that, I can order whatever else, you know?
I feel you. I would say since we've been put on to Lumi is one of my essential items in my carry-on, the wipes. It is a whole body deodorant. That says enough. A whole body deodorant. Because have you ever worn deodorant and it smells so good and you do just kind of want to spray it everywhere, but you're really not supposed to?
I've not done that, but I have been in situations where I just feel like I stink because maybe you've been outside and starting to smell like pepper, and it's not even that I am sweating too much or it's time for a shower, but it's smelling like farm. And so I do pack those.
Yeah.
And I like the wipes because I was putting those in my little waterproof bag while I was on my trip. And I sealed them up in there, and then every time I started to feel like I was smelling like dog, I just rubbed it on my body, especially in anything that bends, elbows,
the creases.
Underarms, the
Lumi
creases
is good
of
for
your
them
leg,
creases.
your booty hole, because you never know who might want a snack.
You don't know. Y'all, they got the wipes. They have a lotion. They have a body wash. And then they have the whole body deodorant. It is safe to use anywhere on your body, your underarms, your under boob. I got titties now. I can put it under there. Thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks.
The back of your neck. Don't forget about that. It
Even your vulva. I thought that was crazy. And them little feet, you know.
Ooh, yeah. Do not forget about the feet.
My household is a shoes off household. So it's like if you sometimes your feet might be a little raunchy smell. You just pull out a little Lumi, rub it on real quick. It lights up the room.
Between the toes. Lumi's really great. You guys have got to check them out. Let me get down here. My bad. So, as a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack. And you just use the code CockTales at LumiDeodorant.com. That's LUME deodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code CockTales. So again, you guys, as a special offer for our listeners, new customers, you will get 40% off of your Lumi starter pack. You get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code CockTales at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. And when you visit LumiDeodorant.com, just use code CockTales, CockTales. Thank us later. Okay. You guys, I also want to remind you guys, make sure that you are signing up for Patreon, patreon.com/CockTales. We'll be uploading some more stuff soon. We will be together during this touring season. I've already been jotting down some ideas. But if you guys have ideas of content you would like to see on Patreon, make sure you let us know because we're open to suggestions. Sometimes it gets hard. We're creating the live show. We're creating these episodes. We're creating all of these different things. So if there's something that you guys really want to see, maybe we've never thought of it, send it to us.
And I always am going to remind you guys that when you support Patreon, any content creators that you guys love, that's supporting them in a financial way for them to keep whatever they have going. So that's just a reminder. If you are a patron of ours, thank you so much. If you've been contemplating like, dang, I want to keep my $5, don't keep that $5, girl. Give it to us because you're listening to the show every week and it's free.
Yeah, and it helps us to continue to bring you guys the videos, excellent audio, because if y'all aren't there, then maybe we can't do that. So thank y'all so much, and we really do appreciate all of the patrons who have been there. Some people have been there for years. We appreciate you all so much. Like, we can't say it enough.
We can't. Thank you, girls and guys, because there's some guys in there. I wanted to quickly give a quick little PSA about the game. A lot of people have been in my DMs. They've sent us emails about the games. It is very imperative to read. So you guys will be getting your games if you haven't got them already and you sent an email. The games that you ordered most recently, they were those were pre-orders. The game sells out very quickly. So if you ever go to click and there's a message that you should read, just make sure you read the message because you're ordering the game and you'll get the game, but you have to wait until we restock the game. Right now it's restocked, so everybody stop what you're doing right now. Go to I'mCuriousToKnow.com and order your games right now before they sell out again. It's a blessing.
It really is, and you know, thank you to everybody who has been patient, because just as we continue to grow, we order so many games, and if today everybody orders that many games, then by the time that y'all hear the episode and you're going to order, we'll have that message there like, hey, we have to wait. And we don't print the games at home. If you have it, you know this is not something that we were printing at home on the Canon printer. This is a product and we have to get it shipped in, and we're working really hard to be able to have more in stock at a time, but it does take time, and if they have delays, we're doing the best that we can. So thank you guys for your patience in advance. If you pre-ordered the game over the summer, it should be in the mailbox. I mean, really, you should have it by now, but contact the courier.
If you're trying to get the game for your friend in October, just order it now. If you're trying to get it for somebody for Christmas, just order it now.
Because it could go out of stock any day. Like, as soon as somebody orders 2,000 games, and whoop, well, we're going to have to order some more. We weren't expecting that. So, yeah.
So thank you guys. I mean, y'all already know we're on tour. We'll be in New York tomorrow. tomorrow. October 15th, we'll be in Charlotte at the Comedy Zone. I love Charlotte. Then October 27th, we'll be in Chicago at City Winery. Excited about that. October 29th, St. Louis, City Winery. November 3rd, we'll be in Philly. November 5th, we are in D.C.
And we are closing out in D.C. at the Howard Theater. I really hope that you guys make it out to at least one of these shows. You'll have a good time, even if you come to multiple, because there's going to be different audience members in every city, and that really adds to the show, the energy of the audience, the crowd participation. We have games, we have prizes, we have giveaways, we giving away sex toys, we giving away good experiences.
And I just want to say, we be trying to really curate a good experience. The photo booth, so you're not sitting there bored wondering when the show is going to start. The gifts are on point. I love a good
Everybody
gift.
has a bar, so get drunk, get lit, have a good time.
Get the girls together, get Bae together, and come to one of our many cities to see us live. Shout out to some of our sponsors that help us put on the Last Call Tour, Brown Sugar Babe, Blush, and the Sweet Spot Nation. Also, Snappy Photo Booth.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. I'm really excited. I can't wait to go home and try and find a hair appointment. And on that note, we are going to move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, you guys, so this week's weird sex is about an injury, surprise, surprise, with a threesome. So there was a couple, or should I say throuple, who decided that they were going to have sex, car sex. 3 people, 2 women and a man in a car.
What kind of car?
That part I do not know, but I was just really wondering what made you think that it was a good idea, unless you were like in a Sprinter or a hearse. Why would you want to have a threesome in a car? I don't think anyone was a little person either, so I'm really just not sure. That just seems uncomfortable. Cars are only but so wide.
I don't like car sex with 2 people.
Like, it's just odd. Anyway, they
Just give me
decided to do
homeless.
it. So, and maybe they were, but they decided to part and have a threesome. I mean, maybe they were listening to CockTales and conversation got really steamy, and they were just like, we cannot take it. We got to pull over and fucking eat some pussy and suck some dick right now. So they pull over and they decide to get busy. Well, somebody disengages the emergency brake.
Now they rolling.
It was really, rolling down the street. So they were rolling down the street, and then they crashed into a tree, causing one of the ladies to break both of her legs. That's a bad crash. I bet they were on a hill. That was not smart. And you probably didn't pay attention in driver's ed when you learned which way to turn your wheels, whether you're going down a hill or facing up a hill. And you did have the emergency brake on, but if you have to put your emergency brake on, is that really a safe place to be having your precious body parts out? I would think no. Anyway, they did it.
Both her legs?
Both her legs. And so the news caster was calling this lady Miss Birthday Suit. They did not have to do that, but
The news people be petty.
I love it. So they were narrating the clip of the aftermath, I guess the car and the tree or whatever, and they called her Miss Birthday Suit. She was butt naked when the ambulance had to come and take her to the hospital, and she was accompanied by her male companion. I guess the girl couldn't ride her. Maybe she was like, you know what? Y'all are too accident prone for me. It's time to hop to the next dick, boy and girl. So anyway, that's this week's Weird Sex. Thank you guys for sharing the stories. Make sure you continue to send them my way.
That is both your legs?
That sounds really painful. And then it's like, I just wonder, where were you what position were y'all in the threesome? At one point, did y'all realize the car was moving? Did y'all try to get to the other brake to try and stop the car? Like, what happened? I wish that there were like cameras in the car so that we could have seen what all was happening. And imagine just taking a morning jog or something, and you're trying to get your exercise on, and then you see these bitches rolling down the street, and you see legs and stuff, and it's like, are they fucking? And yes, they are. And then it's like, bam. I would be on the side like, yeah, I saw the whole thing. I was trying to get my exercise on, and I was a little sexually frustrated, so I was watching the whole thing. And then I see them rolling down the street, and instead of calling 911, I was just in shock, because who would do that in a Mazda Miata? You know, I mean, it's just so many things that would be going through my head. I don't know.
I'm going to pray for those people. What else? Oh, you guys, we are going to Hedonism in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're doing a lot. That's going to be exciting. December 9th through December 14th. Make sure that you guys are booking with the Worst Behavior Tour. You have to book through the Worst Behavior Tour. I'm not sure if there is another way to book, but if there is,
I guess people are trying to book direct. You don't want to book direct because you want to be able to be in the mix,
right?
And knowing what all is going on. If you're a Facebook girl or a Facebook guy, they do have a group where if you actually pay and you're really going on the trip, you can join their Facebook community, and you can meet other people in advance who are going on the trip, so you can get a feel for it, talk to people, get excited, figure out who you might want to fucking suck, you know, or just take a peek at, or who you just want to eat a little jerk chicken with. You know, whatever.
The Worst Behavior Tour events, so Hedo is going to be one of their events. They're exclusive to just the people that are going, so us and y'all. There are different events that are planned.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of them.
They do a silent headphone party in the nude pool. You gonna go to that?
I mean, it depends on what time, but probably I'll probably be there. I mean, when I go places, I like to try and get as much in as my energy will allow. So if I'm awake, I'll be there. I'll be at everything.
And you are not lying. Kiki doesn't take a moment to take a break.
I'll do it when I get home or on the plane. Like, I'm going to make sure that I'm rested. I will find a Red Bull or whatever I need. But, like, it's like we're here. I'm not doing this at home. I'm doing this here, and I want to have the best experience. I want to experience as much as possible. So, yeah, I'll be there. And then they're having excursions off the resort, too, which is pretty cool, because maybe you want to do, like, some more adventurous things. I don't know. They also have theme nights for different parties.
Black people love a theme.
And they're going to be coming out with info on the themes soon. So hopefully by the time you hear this, you'll see something. If not, it'll be the following week. But they post most of their info on Facebook, so you'll want to check there.
And also keep in mind that this is a Black and brown group. So if you're one of those people where you're like, dang, I want to get into stuff like this, but I don't know how to find the Black people in it. Well, go ahead and go to worstbehaviortour.com and book your trip to Hedo now. See you there.
Yes. Okay. So I guess that's it. Check the link in the description box for the direct link to sign up, and we hope to see you guys.
Okay, Kiki. So let's talk about like birthday stuff. Since your birthday just passed, my birthday is
coming up in real time. It's coming up.
Yeah.
You will have missed it. So if you forgot to say happy birthday, tell her happy belated.
Yeah.
What do you have planned?
I actually don't have anything planned this year. And I was on the phone all day yesterday and today with like my family, my sister and my mom, and like letting them know that I really just want to have a birthday of no surprises. And it is really...
Do you mean that?
I really do mean... No, when I say no surprises, I mean the way that my family does surprises. They will get...
What do you mean?
They will get on the internet and find any and everyone that I know and have everybody congregate, and which I'm not saying I'm not thankful for that. I love that I have people in my life that love me. But this year, my birthday is just, I don't know, I feel weird. And so I don't want to feel weird around people. Is it a bad
weird, or what is the weird feeling that you're feeling?
I wouldn't say that it's a bad weird. It's just like, I want to be alone. And I don't know how to like, it's not a bad thing. I wouldn't say it's good or bad. It's just like a different birthday.
It just is.
It just is. I'm just kind of like, you know, I thought I would have kids by now. And I don't. It's not a sad thing. It's just like a reflective thing. That's what I'll call it. And so I had to literally tell my mom and my sister, I don't even use words like boundaries and triggers. I hate those types of words. I had to be like, Mom, you need to respect my boundaries.
And what did she say?
And then that's when everybody started listening up. Like, well, wait. And then we had to get on a FaceTime call. And then my sister got mad. And I was like, this doesn't need to be a fallout for real. Like, I just
Why did she get mad?
Because she wants to celebrate it. She's like, well, you need to be celebrated. You celebrate everybody else. And I was like, yeah, but I'm also learning
You also have to respect the person who you want to celebrate. And if that's not what they want, that's not what they want.
And I don't celebrate people to get the celebration back. You know what I mean? It's like, I do enjoy celebrating people as well, but it's like this year I just kind of want to not be stressed. We're going right into the live shows. Like, I just want to be by myself. Like, if my boyfriend does something cool, I'm not saying like, don't nobody do nothing, don't call me or nothing, but like still call and like me and him will probably go to dinner. So I just want to be in a calm, I don't know what the vibe is this year. It's just a weird vibe. What was yours?
That's usually how I feel, and people do what they want anyway, and they're gonna get whatever reaction I give, and you can deal with it. This year, my big thing was, I don't want to have to be doing a lot. I do a lot all the time, and while I'm good at it for the most part, and usually I enjoy it, for my birthday, it's like one day I think of birthdays like it's your own personal holiday. So you shouldn't have to do shit unless you want to do shit, right? If you want to work, if you want to do certain things. When I went out of town, I wanted to take a break as much as possible, and I did. When I came back on my actual birthday, I enjoy working, and shit needed to be done, and I like getting it done. I pride myself on that. So people were like, stop working. I posted in my book club, okay, guys, this is the book club book, and next month we're going to read this. They were like, girl, go enjoy your birthday. No, because I didn't tell y'all what the book was. I had to let y'all know. And then I was just working on other stuff, and it was just a chill day. I didn't really do a lot. I went to the Good Moms Bad Choices thing, and I was fine with that. I didn't want to do a whole lot that day. I didn't feel like dressing up. My braids was busted, still is. And I think
they look cute.
Thank you. Do you have your contacts in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, check that prescription. But I just wasn't feeling it. You know, when you're not feeling extra cute. And then it was like, I didn't want to plan a lot of stuff.
When you're not feeling extra cute, it does kind of turn everything off.
And I was tired. Like, I had been out there in the sun,
getting fried up
and golden brown, okay, like a piece of jerk chicken. I was just blackening myself, and I loved it, but I had to rest from that when I came back. And so I was like, you know, I'm fine with doing a few dinners, some low-key things with different people, but I didn't want to do anything too crazy, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I've had birthdays where people tried to do too much for me, and it's like, I said I didn't want this. And now y'all making me feel bad for not wanting what you wanted from me, but it's my day. So I feel like no matter whose birthday it is, whatever you want, that's your day. And people should respect it. If you say that you don't want a big thing, then no, don't do too much. Like, respect that, because you never know what a person is going through. This year was a good year for me overall. And so I wasn't feeling as sad as usual. I always get sad on my birthday. I still got sad a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as usual. So I was like, things are looking up.
I still do. Let me tell you something though.
What?
So while I was telling everybody, you know, I don't want any pop-up surprises and people popping up, and now I have to, because sometimes when you do a surprise, which I do like surprises, I just don't want it this year. But you know, sometimes when a surprise is planned, all of the entertainment parts after the surprise has been done, it's on you. It's not like it's like your mom and your sister are gonna go walk around and entertain your friends. You now have to entertain your friends.
Birthday parties are a lot of energy expelled to others, and it's like, maybe today I don't want to perform for you hoes.
Right. But I was gonna say, I had even kind of mentioned this to mom. I also want to see like what my man is gonna do. I feel like when too many people step in, you don't get to see what your person will do for you. It's not a test. It's just, I just want to see. Again, if it's calm and cool and collected, I'm fine with that. But I do still want to see, because not that he leans on other people, but you just need to see it. We're still very new. And my last birthday, we were working. We were in DC doing a live show. So we did do a nice dinner. Now I just kind of want to see, like, well, what you gonna do, nigga? What you, no, don't
But
call
it's
my
not
mama.
a test.
I told her
It's
not
not
to
a
come.
test.
Sis ain't coming. What you doing?
Sounding a little testy, but okay. I mean, call it what you want to call it. It's just, I want to see it. Just want to sit back and see. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what it may be. Maybe I know, maybe I don't.
What do you want for your birthday?
Well, it passed.
That don't mean you can't still get gifts.
You know, while I love gifts, don't get me wrong, I really be thinking about it. I don't know. I think this might sound cliche, but the most important thing to me really on my birthday, and I guess why I don't think about the gifts, it's like all of the good feelings of all the people who pour into you on that day, and maybe they don't tell you every day or often enough how much they love you or care about you or appreciate you or think of you or whatever, but that makes me feel so good and so teary-eyed and just and remembering that people didn't forget about you, you know? I mean, my little brother and sister did, but that's all right. Don't ask me for shit.
They didn't call you?
No, they didn't.
Have they?
They still, I didn't say anything. And I'm glad to know. But, you know, it's all good. The siblings that I talk to the most, not that I have favorites, but the siblings that I talk to the most, they did call me. But, and it wasn't even a whole bunch of like, this person didn't, this person. But I did notice because I'm like, damn, y'all checked on me to make sure it wasn't flooding. But they are just not good with stuff like that because they've called me about other people's birthdays. And I realized I remind everybody all the time, I've got to stop being a crutch. But anyway, it just feels really good. Now, if you just are thinking about gifts, money is always great. I love money. But I like thoughtful gifts, things that make you think of me or think that I might find useful. And I also love perfume. So a lot of my friends have gotten me perfume. The birthday trip was a gift. That was really nice. It was a really great gift. Thank you.
Can't go wrong with travel.
And then what else did I get? Some spa certificates, lots of dinners. Walker took me out, my little cousin Walker. Him and his mom took me out to dinner. Okay, because I was going to say, when Walker
be taking you out, who drives and who pays?
Well, I drive, but Walker has taken me out before.
And Sean will just front him a little extra.
I'm trying to think, how did that go? I might have paid for it. I don't know. He might have paid. I don't know. But he has brought me gifts. No, Sean be paying for stuff because he got me a Magnum bottle of champagne one year and some roses. I said, oh, you was showing out. Oh, you was showing out big time. I know that when he grows up, he's going to have all of the tools to be like an excellent, thoughtful boyfriend. He's just so thoughtful. So anyway, took me out to dinner and I had a good time with them. I hung out with some friends, went to some different places. I mean, it was just good. But the gifts that are left on my list are... I would love a Tesla Model S. Okay. I would love a house
Make note of any
sort. Furniture for the new house. I would also like a private jet. And I would like to be able to just have an open line of credit at Williams-Sonoma. Like, I just want to go in there and ball the fuck out and then go on the website and get whatever. I mean... anything like that, or the Cook's Warehouse, but preferably Williams-Sonoma. So a bunch of unrealistic things, but if you're feeling generous,
hey, they might be realistic. You
I always love things for the home. What's on your wish list?
I want LASIK surgery.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
These contacts are just, before you got here, I was in the bathroom for like 10 minutes trying to figure out this right contact. It just keeps, it's almost like they're making the contacts more cheaper and cheaper by the day.
It's irritating your eye.
Girl, now it gets irritated by lash glue. Even if it's old, that's why I got 2 lashes on, because it like burns them almost. It's weird. You take it out your eye and it has like a little stain on it. So I was in there washing my contacts under the LASIK surgery. I really want a stylist.
Oh, that would be nice. You're thinking of great gifts. I mean, I can't do the LASIK.
Yeah.
But the stylist would be great.
Stylist services, like then somebody pay for it monthly. A wine subscription. What else did I put on there? A shopping spree. You know, wherever. It could be Fashion Nova. It could be somewhere at Phipps. It doesn't matter. I want some different, like, I really want to focus on my look this year as a 30-something-year-old. Just like making sure, you know how I don't like jewelry and I don't like all those things? I want to try to start incorporating them into stuff.
Praise God.
I just realized I'm not good at it. Like, I don't really know.
Are your ears pierced?
My ears are pierced.
Is the hole
I just
closed?
don't wear it's open. I just
so
don't
how
wear
do you test it?
One time, like in a live show, I did put some little earrings in. Remember when we did when I looked like Harriet Tubman with my buckle shoes?
Oh, in Chicago, yes.
Yeah, I had on some little earrings and it did go through.
Is Harriet, but yeah.
Yeah, every now and again I'll see if it's just open, and it is open.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, you gotta wear some earrings. Start there and get like a bracelet.
And then another thing that I've been thinking about doing for my birthday, this isn't really a gift. It will be a gift for myself, but I think I want to cut off all my hair. I just want a new
I wanted to ask you about
look.
that. Did you do your consultation?
I did my consultation. And sometimes it gets nerve-wracking as a black woman when you go to get your haircut and the other black woman is like, no, girl, don't cut off all your hair.
My hair grow, baby girl. It's going to be fine.
I honestly don't know what if it don't grow? I've never cut my hair that short
grow?
before. The shortest I've ever gone is a bob.
But you know that your hair grows because, like, when you have braids, your hair is growing out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe retaining length might be an issue, but that's more of the health of your hair. Your hair is growing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine if you decide to
Okay.
grow it back. So, did she give you some
She did
good
it.
options?
And she was like, I already had my options. And so then she was like, okay, if you're just cutting it because you really do just want something new, then okay. She was like, well, it's really short, but do it. So I just have to make my appointment. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it on my actual birthday and just go get my makeup done and my lashes done and then go get it cut so I'm not so in shock. Like,
I don't know how superstitious you are, how much you care about these other things, but I would suggest you check maybe an almanac. Well, you probably just Google in these day and ages, but it's certain phases of the moon where they do say, don't cut your hair on these certain days because it stunts growth versus it being a good day. I'll ask my aunt and I'll tell you.
Please ask
to
so
make
I
it
don't
easier
end up
because I don't know what you're supposed to look for.
hair
But
growth.
yeah, because
Yeah.
then that'll make you cry more. That's exciting though.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about like the rest of your look? Like you mentioned a stylist and wanting to wear more accessories. What do you think your style is now going into this new trip around the sun, as the young folks say?
I really want it to be like vineyard attire.
Like old money aesthetic? That?
But no.
Because that's what I picture, like old money.
I guess maybe that is. I really like a classy
Like your t-shirt
look.
dresses that you wear that you really like, that gives me old money aesthetic.
I like covered up sexy. So if that's,
I think it's cute. I don't know if I would say sexy, but it's
I think
very,
my body makes certain things sexy. So it
Yeah.
might not be sexy on the vineyard lady walking through the vineyard, but the dress is going to fit me totally differently because of my curves. So I kind of want like this, almost like Martha's Vineyard housewife vibe. That's what I would like.
Okay.
I want nudes, I want whites, I want blues, I want dresses, I want khaki shorts.
Yeah, look up old money aesthetic for style. I think you're gonna like a lot of the stuff because
Okay.
they have a lot of tailored things. It's nothing like, I said not sexy when I was thinking about the oversized stuff. Because that's just more casual cute to me. But they do have some stuff that would be sexy and lots of tailored pieces, like nice belts and just stuff to accentuate your figure without it being skin tight spandex or without showing a whole bunch of cleavage, even though you can tell that you got titties now. Stuff like that. I think you'll like it.
I think I might like it too. But yeah, what you think? What would you describe your style as?
I don't know. It's all over the place. Depends on my mood. Some days I look like all I want to do is fried chicken. Some days I look like, why the fuck did she put that on? Other days I look like a Fashion Nova girl. I mean, it just depends. I
feel
really
you.
like, I don't know what I would describe my style as. I would like to figure out something that would be my signature thing and like develop a sense of style because I don't really have one. I do like over the top and I like things that look glamorous. I love that.
You do. You like patterns.
Like vacation, I love like the caftans with the patterns, flowy fabrics and things. I used to wear all black all the time. It was easier to mix and match items, especially when I didn't have enough money to be buying a whole bunch of outfits. If I can mix and match all my black pieces, it makes it so much easier. But I like that. I like accessories. But I like so many different things, but I would like to find things that are more flattering to my actual body versus me seeing a piece that I like on somebody else, and then when I get it, it's like, this ain't cute.
That's how I felt in my, never mind.
That's how I feel in a lot of things. It's like, damn, it was looking cute, but I'm convinced I have a skinny mirror in my house.
And then when you get outside, you're like, oh, I'm a plus,
Not even when I
I'm a
get
plus
outside.
size model.
Bitch, when I see the fucking pictures come back, I'm like, God damn, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, oh my God, that's why y'all was talking shit. Okay, I
hate
see
when
it
that
too.
happens.
Sorry.
You think you look bad as fuck. You
I
look
thought
at
it was
the-
sucking in, but it was looking like I was poking out. And no, I'm not pregnant. You know?
I feel you. I was in the gym today and I was like, every time I wanted to quit, I was like, keep going. Just because look at that.
Like, think about how sad you're going to look when you look in the mirror later and like, goddamn, it's still here. Yeah, bitch, because you quit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's rough.
What's the last thing that you bought yourself? And then we'll move on to Indecisive Diane.
My Beyonce outfit from that girl, because I spent a pretty penny on it. And I was like, bitch, who do you think you are? But then I was like, you know what? I kept forgetting. This was, all of the Beyonce stuff was my gift to myself, because I really didn't think I was going to get anything from anybody. So, you know, Beyonce tickets went on sale in March? So I bought my birthday gift to myself 6 months in advance.
Beyonce is really, I mean, we already knew this, but Beyonce really runs the world. I mean, she really makes the economy better. There
She
was
really
a
does.
whole
You can't even
article
find silver shit.
Well, no, listen, there's not normally silver shit. Now when you go on any clothing website, there's Renaissance outfits. That's
What are you
only
wearing
for
to the
Beyonce. It's like Beyonce's having this big party and she's like, this is the attire, and the whole
It's the
world
place
is
to
like,
be.
this is what we're
And it's
wearing.
only a few shows left. And it's like, either be there or be square. Because if you're not there, then what the fuck are you doing?
I'm square because I really can't believe that.
You're still not going. You said you was going to go eventually. There's a few more shows left. You don't want to go in New Orleans. The tickets ain't that high and it'll be a good time.
When is New Orleans?
New Orleans is, New Orleans is right after Houston. So Houston is Saturday and Sunday. It'll be during the week.
I think, but is that when we have?
We have New York, but New York is on Friday. I feel like there's maybe if you switch your flight, maybe you need to go to New Orleans on Thursday. I don't know what day the show is, but
I'm already stressed. Yeah, I can't do it. No,
mind.
if it's like too much.
There's another one after.
Where?
I want to say it's in Kansas City on October 1st. Oh no, we're recording that day. You can't go that day. Maybe,
I'm really just
it's
praying
not too
that
late for this weekend. Your birthday, she has a show. It's not too late. People are still buying tickets. Two of my homegirls just bought tickets this week. There's still tickets, and you never know who might have a suite.
I'll tell you what is happening on my birthday when we aren't recording, because I'll tell you, but there's some.
Well, I guess you can't come.
I think I'm gonna miss out on being.
I'm gonna have enough fun for the both of us.
Please do, because I'm so sad. I wish that I wasn't a Libra sometimes because I'm so indecisive.
Look at me trying to put it out there. Like I just feel like, when we gonna get another one?
I feel like this is like, she's gonna.
Is it gonna be like this, or is it gonna be Vegas residency?
I don't care, whichever one. I will be there. I won't do this again. And I should have just listened to my man. He was like, let's just go to Atlanta. And I was like, we're coming back from this long train ride from Toronto, trying to think about everybody else. Me again, not listening to the Baleon. He told me to pay attention to myself and stay out of everybody's business. And I should have just been like, let's go. Because I was thinking about, I was like, you're gonna be tired. We did a lot. You just spent a whole lot of money. Like, let's not do. I gotta stop doing that. I really gotta stop doing that. Because I should have just went in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna be having FOMO watching you turn up in Houston. I'm actually just gonna I'm gonna block you that week because I'm mad.
Block everybody because we all about to be there. All my homegirls in Atlanta are going to Houston for the show.
Fuck everybody. Because I should have
You should have.
I wanna go.
She's in Dallas right now.
Jesus. Okay, wait. I wanted to ask you this too because I might need to take a note on it. If you had to cook something for your significant other's family, this is your highlight meal, what would you cook? And give something that's kind of like not super intricate and hard, but still tasty, and they're gonna be like, ooh.
Okay, so because you say you want to take tips, it really depends. It's just like when anybody writes us and asks about what should I do for this person, you got to tap into them. So what kind of people are they? They like Southern food. They want a big hearty meal, or they want bougie food.
No, they want a big hearty meal. And here's the thing. Let me just give you this is what makes me nervous, because it's not that I can't cook before y'all come with the jokes. I didn't. You know how when you get older, you kind of. Well, you say your mom didn't cook, but you grew up.
She cooked. It wasn't good.
When your grandmother cooked,
my stepdad cooked.
Okay, so when
it was good,
you kind of start when you get older and you're cooking for yourself. You kind of find yourself recreating some of the dishes that you grew up on.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Some of them, yes. Like I can make something better than what comes out of the Hamburger Helper boxes. That was my mom's go-to.
Oh,
that wasn't good. But then, like my great aunt, who I learned to cook from, she was making real meals and lots of dishes. So she taught me, and it's like, okay, I like how she does it. It's great, but I wonder if I could put my own spin on it. That could be good too.
So growing up, my parents we had the Hamburger Helper. I liked Hamburger Helper and applesauce, but whatever.
And applesauce, you mix that together too. Childish.
But my mom and my dad can both cook very well. They can do the Southern, but they're not. We weren't eating.
They're not even Southern. That's
They
good
not even
that
Southern.
they can do it.
Yeah, my mom can fry chicken so good. She can do the Thanksgiving food,
Which
all
is
the foods.
honestly challenging.
It
fried
is because
chicken.
it might be
That's
too
not easy.
soggy. It might not be the right color.
I'm thinking it might not be done. Hell,
It might not be done. You might not know how to season it. Like, there's just a lot of wrong things you can do with fried chicken. Like, I would never fry chicken for a big group of people. I got to practice first on my own.
I have had your fried chicken before. You made some little wingettes. I remember at your apartment over there.
I can do it if
And
it's
was
not
good.
expected
It was
and it's just
good.
I was already making it. But if it's like, well, I'm doing this for the party, it's like, fuck.
No, it was just us.
Yeah. And so we didn't grow up eating like that. It was always the healthier options. And so when my go-to meals that I cook, it'll be like the little cute Instagram dinners that
Like
you might
what?
see, like a rosemary potatoes with a balsamic glazed chicken thigh, something like that. It's not gonna be greens and mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and potato salad every Sunday. But listen, that's the type of food he likes, and that's his mama and his sister. They be cooking, and they cook very well. But I'm just like, dang, like y'all not tired. Like this is like. You're making pies and like seafood macaroni and cheese, and it's like I've noticed that he has been going to his mom's house a lot and bringing home like to-go plates, like from her, like and like a
He
lot
wants
of
some
them.
more of that.
He wants some more of that, but I'm like, who gonna be making all this? Like I'm not right now. I'll give you a little balsamic glazed chicken. You don't like a little balsamic? I'm gonna make it for you.
So are you making it for him or are you making it for his family?
Well, I'm saying if I ever decide to cook for all of them, which I've already cooked for his mom and his dad. Remember, I did it for Valentine's Day, and she liked it. But what would be a staple meal that you could just think of off of the top of your head that's like, okay, you can make this and people won't, they're not going to be looking like, what is this?
I don't know, Medinah. This is tough because if they cook themselves and they cook well and they're used to these, they're probably very particular. It ain't no go-to. You need to try something new and not try to recreate something that they're already doing. Do something that's really good and feeling that you can make, that they will appreciate, so then you can shine in your own light. So maybe you could try doing, like, to make it easier on you, like a one pot or one pan thing. Like
Like a
maybe you
soup?
could make, no.
Okay,
bitch.
because they're going to be like, this bitch
No.
made soup.
Maybe you could do like a really, really good lasagna with meat. Or
Okay.
even a seafood lasagna if you're feeling adventurous. Maybe you could do that. Or maybe you could do another meal that's still very filling but do something different. So like maybe you won't have no fried chicken or nothing, but you could do like a rack of lamb or a roast of sorts. Like something, like a big meat. You got to have some good meat in there. Because
Okay.
even lasagna, they might eat that as a side dish.
Yeah.
And you still gonna need something with it. So maybe like a piece of roast or a rack of lamb, or you could do a bunch of lamb chops, but a rack of lamb is easier. And then if you do a potato, I have a recipe. I'll have to share it with you. It's like some crispy smashed potatoes. So it'll be like the lighter flavors like you like. That's not necessarily like mashed potatoes and just basic, but something different. Because I think it's still okay to shine in different ways, and like they like this, and then you can come up with like some more hearty things. I have some ideas. I'll have to give them to you later.
Give 'em to
And
me.
try them out. But I will say maybe you should do the lamb chops, because I was just at dinner with some of my girlfriends, and Lex was saying that she has been thinking about these lamb chops I made for another friend's birthday in January, and she thinks about them all the time. She literally went and bought a sous vide so that she can make them like I said to make them. She still ain't done it, but she was like, I think about them all the time. And I was like, I got a recipe now that'll top that. But yeah, I'll give them to you both, and you should try it out. If you want me to test them, if you want to do like a taste testing day or a cooking day, and we just
that
try some
might
stuff
need to
out
be-
and practice it out and see, we can do that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, because I feel like I'm gonna maybe have to challenge these women. Like I feel like they do the Sunday
You don't
dinner.
have to challenge them. You
I'm
can
just being
shine.
funny. This isn't like a what
Oh.
woman. It's a joke. It was a joke to anybody else who was gonna say something. Like they do Sunday dinners and they flip and flop it. I might tag myself in one day and
Yeah,
be
like,
like,
hey, I can do it this
take
week.
over this Sunday.
That could be fun.
It could
you
be
should
fun.
do it.
All right, y'all. On that note, we are going to move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we come back, we're going to read some advice letters.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and I just want to remind everybody that the perfect date is this weekend. September 29th, New York City at Sony Hall. The girls are bringing CockTales Dirty Discussions live to New York City. Get the tickets now. What are you waiting for, New York? What are you waiting for? Make it a date night. Bye.
My titty is falling off. Okay.
Please keep that in.
That's the skin. I mean, it's just like, God damn. Anyway, all right, you guys. So we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it's time for the cocktails. I mean, it's time for the advice. If you have a question that you want to ask us on the show, make sure you email us advice@cocktailspod.com.
I gotta make this large.
Let me just look away.
Okay, it's on 18. Okay, this one is titled Confused. Hey ladies, confused longtime listener wanting some advice from my besties in my head, Kiki and Medinah. I've been single and happy for many years now. I keep myself busy with work and I'm not actually looking for a man, but I am open if the right one comes my way. On a rare occasion, I happened to go out to the club one night where a friend introduced me to his friend who was ambitious, good looking, and in the same field I'm in, entertainment and promotions. We immediately connected and the conversation was fire. He had everything I was praying for. We haven't read this before, right? No, okay.
I don't think so.
It kind of sounded like, never mind. After several drinks, we left that club and he said he was having a good time with me and didn't want the night to end. His friends were headed to another club, so I happily joined. Long story short, 2 after parties later, we had sex. Initially, it was not my intention. It was not my intention, as I didn't want to be that girl. But the combination of a 6-month dry spell and Henny changed that in a hurry. The sex was all right. I don't know if she meant like all right or it was all right.
I think she meant all right.
Okay. Oh yeah. He came the first time and right away got hard, saying the pussy was so good and that he never was able to do that before. Right. The next morning, he took my number and said he would, they ain't even exchanged numbers yet. They was like, bust these walls down, baby. I am horny. The next morning, he took my number and said he would call me. He had followed me on IG earlier, and we went our separate ways. The next day, after no call from him, I contacted him on Instagram. As I knew, he had a headache when we parted. Our IG conversation had the same fire as in person. However, he never seemed to want to see me or call me. A few days passed. I heard nothing from him. I'm a Sagittarius, and normally I can easily cut a man without a second thought. But for some reason, this man remains on my mind. One day, I semi-jokingly messaged him. So you just dashed me away? I don't know what that means. LOL. Oh, a Caribbean saying. She is really our best friends because she already knew I was not going to understand what that meant. To which he replied, hey, why would you say that?
He didn't know either.
I'm so confused. I never responded as I feel like if he was interested, he would initiate conversation and getting to know me. Am I wrong? What should I do? I want this man, LOL. Thanks, ladies. There's no right or wrong in this situation. This is the risk you take when you fuck somebody from the club. It's just I've been there before too, sis. I take the L.
I don't think you're wrong for how you're feeling. I also don't think you're wrong in the assessment. I think if he wanted to do something, he probably would. It could be many other things like, oh, maybe he's shy, maybe he's this, maybe he's that, but he probably just... He's good, and it's fine. Maybe, and that's okay. I think that you probably really want him because he is testing. Well, he's not even testing you. He's not giving you the energy that you're probably used to getting, where somebody is going to hit you up and do the things that they said they were going to do, and he's just like, okay, well, I'm good, moving on. Like, he in his whole phase.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
It's okay. I don't even think you should be mad at him. Like, sometimes you just gotta take the silent L, and it is okay.
And move on.
Yeah. Have you ever had a time where you did have like a one night stand with somebody and it was so good, and y'all both you just never spoke again? Sometimes that's just what happens. It's not like you met and it was the magic for that moment.
Yeah, and that moment was great, and we can leave it like that. Like, it's okay, and I don't think that you having one of those moments makes you any less of anything. Like, be glad that you had that moment. You enjoy it. It was a fun memory, and you can move on and try again elsewhere. But, like, I don't think that you should be spending any more time on him. He asked you what that meant. I mean, you could tell him it's a Caribbean saying and explain, but I think too many words is too much.
I wouldn't even respond back to that, but I know you probably did.
She probably already did, because who knows when she sent this. But, yeah, I think you should just leave it alone. And if he does think of you and wants to do something, he will. And even if it is just a matter of him being shy, I don't think it's that. But if it is that, like, do you really want somebody who's too shy to make a move all the time? No.
To the point where you don't even know
that.
if they like you? I'm good.
Yeah, no. Grow up.
Take it for what it was. Mm-hmm. Take it for what it was.
And remember the all right sex. Okay, next one. Oh, my eye. I got something in it. Jeez Louise. Okay. This says third advice. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go down here to the short one. It's hard raising your parents. Ooh-wee. Hello, ladies. This isn't really a fun advice letter. That's fine. I'm not sure if you really want to touch on it, but since you guys are my peers, we're all only 25 years old, winky face. I figure you guys may can help me. As my parents get older, they're in their late 60s. Mine not that old. They seem to always be so irritated with each other. Oh, they're still together. They avoid each other and are quite childish with their actions. I mind my business, but they seem to think that because my siblings and I are grown, they can vent to us. I'm at the point where it feels like hot lava in my ears. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I want to know what's a respectful way to tell them what they're doing is not only annoying, but it stresses the entire family out to see them treat each other badly. Forgot to mention they've been married for over 30 years. What would you say? I have an opinion. It's not based on my parents, it's on my grandparents, but this has happened.
My parents have been married for 40 years, 39 years, 39 or 40 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So
4 decades.
I've seen them in different phases, and so I too have seen this. They didn't do too much of like crazy things, but like it was just a lot of dramatic things going on. And I've learned that stay out of grown folks' business if you can. And
they bring it into her.
Well, even if I was also going to touch on that, like even like if my mom or my dad has ever brought, normally it's my mom, when she's ever like brought something to me or complained about something, I will sometimes listen. I'll listen. Sometimes I look at it like my mom, she's such a great mom, and I lived in her stomach, and like she did way harder things for me in life. So I personally listen. And if it was causing me like mental health issues, maybe I wouldn't. But I'm like, it's my mom and my dad. I'm not going to jump in the middle of it. So I'll listen for a minute. That's how I feel. But you sound like this. Maybe you don't want to hear nothing.
I think you probably have conflicting feelings about who's right and who's wrong and what to do or what advice. And maybe you could just tell your parents like, hey, I don't mind being a listening ear, but I love you both so much. And I'm so appreciative of you. It's hard for me to give advice or to say anything because I don't want to
my parents
interfere with our personal relationship, but I also want the best for you guys. So I don't mind listening to an extent, but maybe y'all should see somebody professional if you feel like you have to keep venting to other people, because I do want you guys to reach a resolve, and I can't get you to that because I'm also your kid, and I don't want it to get to the point where it's like, well, you a child, stay in a child's place or any of that. So like I can listen to you if it's light things, but if it's serious, like have y'all ever thought about like seeing a professional, somebody totally outside of the family, not me, any of my sisters, my brothers, nobody?
I know they're gonna say no because they old, and old people really be like,
But you should still ask and like put that bug in their ear, because what if they are open to it? Maybe one of them has been more leaning into it than not, because I was also watching Black Love and it was a lot of older people on there, and I was like, this is a tragedy. But I'm glad that y'all went to professional. What, have you seen it?
Imagine
I don't think
being
I
with
saw
somebody
nothing
for
good.
30 years. 30. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's some. You think about what you've been through with somebody, you dealing with them for like 3 months. Just the little bickerments and little arguments and disagreements. 30?
Hell no. can do bad by myself.
That baby,
Like, no.
them people need somebody to talk to.
They do. Maybe you should just continue to push it. I wish we had a code, but we don't have one right now. But if
talk
that
to
doesn't
him.
work,
If you want us to talk, we can set up a
I
Zoom.
would like some older people's tea. Because I just be wondering, what are y'all bickering about? Somebody want to watch CNN, somebody want to watch Fox News, somebody want to watch MSNBC.
No, I think it's more stuff like where it's like, I've been telling you I want to do more stuff,
What
Richard.
y'all gonna do? Well,
like go on
Richard-
little dates. They're
And
like,
Richard is like, and you know my hip is bad.
or he's just like, I want to
And you
watch
know
the
I'm
game.
on a fixed income. I hear old people talk about that fixed income all the time. And when I really think about it, like, imagine, like, there ain't no bonuses. It ain't no increase in ad deals, nothing. I see why the 80-year-old grandmommies are on there doing all kind of wild stuff on the TikTok and everything, because they're like, baby, we got to get this money up because this fixed income ain't it. Retirement from back then, the inflation, some of the economics didn't catch up. I get it. I don't understand economics, but I get that much.
Well,
Yeah.
for a small fee, if you want us to help out your parents, let us know.
For $199.95, we can help out your parents as per session, and the clock starts whether we're there or not, like a Atlanta hairstylist. Okay. Okay. On that note, it's time for us to move on to the cocktails. We have time for one. So Medinah will read one. If you have a cocktail that you would like to send to us, make sure you email us cocktails@cocktailspod.com and spell cocktails right but wrong. COCKTALES.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a
Okay, this one is titled Still the Best. Hey, y'all. I've been listening for a little over a year, and I love the show. Y'all are hilarious and inspire me to be sexually liberated because I am in my prime right now at 25. Anyway, so I had this situationship fuck buddy pre-COVID, and he was the best I'd ever had and my fourth body. She's so proud. She's like, I'm on number 4, bitches. What number y'all on?
Mind your damn business.
I was 21 in college, and he was the wide receiver for another school around the corner. The way that he was fucking me, baby, I had never, and I mean ever, been done like that. So I was hooked. Well, that came to an end spring break of 2020. Fuck COVID. We stay in touch until we didn't. We slide up on each other's stories every now and then to say we missed each other, but that was it. Fast forward to the present. I've got more bodies on my roster. I'm 25 and fine, literally. My best friend says they want to go to Dallas for their birthday. For the past 3 years, when I hear Dallas, I hear Jay. I'll call him that. Hell yeah, let's go. We have an Airbnb rented and have our own rooms. Perfect. All I had to do was let him know that I was coming down there. I'm finna scratch this itch. We go out and I'm good and crossed. We go out and I'm good and crossed, baby. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not that young.
Okay.
I gotta get my ears back to the streets. I don't know
gotta-
what y'all
I
talk
really was
about.
like, is this, what
I'm
is
good and
this?
crossed. I'm good and like.
I'm
good and ready.
and crossed, baby. Wow.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Aunties don't know.
We get back to the house, smoke and drink some more. Shit, I already texted him when we were on our way back. My phone lights up and he's outside. I swear my pussy started purring, Lord. I meet him at the door and that thing starts purring louder. I look up at him just the way I remember, tall and dark. She didn't say handsome. He just tall and dark. He takes me in his arms, gives me a tight hug. He smells so motherfucking good, y'all. I was ready. I kept those introductions short, trying to get to my room. We shut the door and looked at each other, smiling for a few seconds. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I asked as I slowly walk over to him as he takes his chain off. I love when a nigga's taking his chain off.
You know, I'm picturing Des Bryant with his fine ass.
Oh, he
Even
is
though
fine.
he did pop his crackhead mama in the face. That's not okay, and I don't condone violence. But he was still looking good. Science is science.
I was imagining Allen Iverson for some reason.
He's not even dark or a wide receiver. Why did you picture him?
Oh, no.
And his braids are dusty like mine.
Is he okay? We need to check on him.
I think he's fine.
Okay.
Well, not fine like him, but fine. Like, he's all right. He's not like that other guy. I saw him on the street asking for pennies in Houston, and that's not okay. What is that man's
that
name?
light-skinned
Deontay
basketball
something?
player.
Yeah. He looks like the other dude that's an actor that also looks like he's on that shit, but I don't think he is either. I think that's just his genetics.
That's what they need to show little kids when they like don't do drugs. This was a whole athlete, a professional athlete. Look at him and take the children on the school bus to look at him.
Well,
because that's crazy. Okay.
Anyway.
He takes my hand, takes a seat on the bed, and pulls me so that I'm straddling him. We start to kiss, those slow, nasty kisses, and I feel him grow under me.
Ooh.
It's time. He starts kissing and sucking my neck and let out a moan. I kiss his lips. I get up and start to strip. I like her. And he
having
does
a good time.
And he does the same.
Ooh.
He pushes
them
me to the
muscles
top of the bed, puts his face between my legs, and starts devouring my pussy. I let out a gasp. I'm in bliss. He adds a finger, and I start going crazy, moaning and grabbing his hair. I pull his head up so he can look at me. Come here, let me taste. He climbs on top of me, and we start those slow, sloppy kisses again. I missed you, baby, he says as I feel him line up at my entrance. He pecks my lips one last time before he slides in. Oh my God, y'all, his dick has the perfect curve to it. He's like immediately hitting my spot. I'm so wet, you could just hear her. It's probably like, My favorite thing about him is the way he flips me into positions, and he just did that. He did just that. When we were in what used to be our favorite on my side with my leg on his shoulder, he got to asking ridiculous questions like, whose pussy is this? And I'm giving ridiculous answers like,
yours.
This your pussy, baby. This ain't been your pussy in 3 years, sir. Ooh, but it's yours tonight. He's slapping me. He's choking me. He's sticking his fingers in my mouth, pulling my hair. We're in missionary again. And in the second round, can I nut in my pussy, baby? 21-year-old me panicked at this question because 25-year-old me said, nut in your pussy, daddy. What? In the final round, the clock reads 5 a.m. I came around 4 times. I'm on top, bouncing on this man's dick. You miss daddy dick? I miss daddy dick so much. Being a plus-size girl, I don't even ride for that long, but this time was different. I was about to come. He's about to bust. Yeah, I'm showing out. You look so good bouncing on my dick. My baby moans and grips my hips, and he looks up at me while he busts inside of me again. I come soon after, riding out my orgasm. I lean forward, lay my head on his chest, and he wraps his arms around me. Man, fuck COVID. I probably would have graduated and been a football player's wife. I want to be fucked like this every single time. Now, I know you're probably thinking they haven't seen each other in 3 years and didn't do much talking. We talked between rounds. Anyway, still the motherfucking best.
Girl, I wasn't worried about no talking. I was wondering, is you pregnant? Did you have the baby?
I was wondering,
what?
are you pregnant?
Right.
Let us know.
Well, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for sending in your advice, your cocktails, weird sex, everything you send in. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you continue to do more of the same. Check all of the links in the description box. Support our sponsors. Again, reminder, if you forgot to get your ticket to any of the live shows, please do so right now. The show is ending. You have no excuse. It's going to be a good time. We got a lot of surprises for you guys. So come on, come out. We'll have a good time. Follow us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.